Right, okay guys, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different with this video. So I thought I'd go through my PS4 collection. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, it's not a massive collection because I only tend to buy games that I actually want to play. I don't just collect them for the sake of collecting them. I just get the ones that I want. So I'm not one of these that wants a complete set or anything. And that's no knock against anybody who does. I mean, there's, each to their own, but I just buy games that I actually want to play. Um, so yeah, it's not a massive collection. It is bigger than it would appear because I do have quite a few digital downloads as well because I've got PSN and all that. So, or should I say PS Now? Um, so yeah, we're just going with purely my disc games. So yeah, so let's get into it. All right, so first of all, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. Now, anybody who's been watching my gaming videos, you'll know that I did a video on this actually. I think I only did the first level on that. I'll be honest, I haven't had much time to pick it up since, because I've been concentrating on the older systems like the Master System series, the Game Boy series, the Mega Drive series, and the Beat 'em Up series. So, of course, this could actually come up in the Beat 'em Up series, to be honest, and I would like to have another go at it. So at some point, probably do another level on that. So yeah, so that's Mutants in Manhattan, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then we have Grand Theft Auto 5. If I'm honest, I bought this because I was a fan of Grand Theft Auto in the past, but I'll be honest, I haven't really played it much because it's one of those games that, to be honest with you, hasn't really changed much over the years, and I just got a bit bored with it. So it's not really one I've played much. Right, Injustice 2. Now, it's funny really that I picked this one up first because I've got Injustice 1 as well. This one looks more stunning to look at, that I will be honest on. But if I'm honest, I prefer the first one. This one, I don't know, I just can't get on with this one. I prefer the first one. I find the moves and all that are more fluent on the first one. It's it's not saying that other people who prefer this are wrong. It just might suit your gameplay better, but I prefer the first one. Right, this one you'll definitely know I've got, Streets of Rage 4. Reason for that is we've done a complete walkthrough on this. And we clocked this game, me and Connor, in one night. So, yeah. So obviously you'll know we've got this if you've seen the videos. Yeah, we basically didn't put this down for about 2.5 hours. Might have been a little less than that. It was about that. We clocked it in one night though. So, good game. Really enjoyed that. Massive Streets of Rage fan. So, it had to be done. And as you know, I like my beat 'em up. So, you give me a Streets of Rage game, I'll sit on it forever. So, great game. Right. Following on trend with that, as you know, I like fighting games. Mortal Kombat 11 Special Edition. Again, I'll be honest, not had much time to play this one. I would like to get more time because I want to get the expansion so that I've got RoboCop and Terminator. And I now know Rambo's on there too. And Rambo's another character I really enjoy. So, yeah, I'm itching to sink my teeth back into this. I just haven't had time. Right, another one you'll know I've got from pickups. The Mega Man Legacy Collection. Yeah, I do intend to revisit this and do some more videos because, it's got right up to Mega Man 6 on this. And so far, I've only played the first one. So I do need to revisit this one and maybe kick some videos out on it. I do really enjoy the Mega Man collection. I never had an NES back in the day, but I do know a friend of mine did have one, and he had quite a few of the Mega Man games that were released. So yeah, it's definitely something I want to sink my teeth back into again. I haven't had that one long though, so it's not like it's been sitting there gathering dust for ages. Right, another one, another fighting game, Tekken 7, great game. Again, I've had a few goes on it, not massive amounts though, because I have got a lot of beat 'em ups, and there are other beat 'em ups I've been playing recently. But like I say, we're doing a beat 'em up series, so this is one that will be revisited, definitely. Continuing on, and you're going to think this is all I've got. Street Fighter 5, brilliant game. I would argue it wasn't too brilliant when it first came out, but it's improved since. I mean, they've added a lot to it, and I would say this is a really good game now. In the early days of this being released, it did suffer with a very tiny bit of lag when you hit the buttons, but they fixed that and they've added a lot to it since. And you would have seen me playing this several times on the channel, so it's one of my favourite games. Very good game. Right, what have we got next? Okay, we'll do the first one of that first. Right, Battlefront. Now, this Star Wars Battlefront was one of the main reasons I bought the PS4. This and one other game that I've got in my collection, but this was the main one I wanted. When I got the PS4, it was probably about 2 or 3 months before this was released. And I got this, I think, for Christmas, if I remember right. The wife bought me it. Yeah, this game was a little bit disappointing. You didn't get much in the term of offline gaming with this, but you did get plenty of online, and they added to it over time. It did improve. Seems to be something that these games suffer with. And while we're on the subject, we have Battlefront 2. Now this one's another story. This one, when I bought it, I was really not impressed with. I wasn't impressed with the pay-to-win scheme that they had in place, especially considering that this game cost me, I think, £60, if I remember right, $59.99. And also I wasn't very happy with the fact that the game glitched constantly. There was nothing but issues with it, and the 500,000 patches we had sent down for it. However, if you've watched some of our other videos, you would have heard me talk about the fact that this game did improve a lot over time. Yes, they did send millions of patches down, but they also did a lot of add-ons that come down for it as well. And as it went on, the game expanded, and I would argue that it got to a point where it was really good. Unfortunately, it got to a point where it was really good, and it was a little bit too late. You know, Squadrons is out now, so by the time it got good, people probably wouldn't have been playing it that long. I imagine people are still playing this now, but probably not in the numbers we had before. So, again, I do enjoy this game now, and it is something I will have to go back to. If you've seen a lot of our live streams, you would have known in the early days of the channel, we was playing this a lot. So, good game. Although I will say I did get a little bit disenfranchised from it for a while, because, like I say, there was a lot of issues with it. One of them being lots of cheats. You had a lot of cheats online, and people portaling around the level, people not dying, and I got a bit fed up with all the cheating. So when we did start playing it again, we played it in a different way. We played it so that we was mainly against the I think it's co-op. Was it co-op we was playing it in? It's basically so that not every player was an online player. That's how we played it, and it was much more enjoyable that way. So, little tip there, if you've got that game and you're fed up with people cheating when you're online, that's how you should play it. It's much better, much more enjoyable experience. Right, okay, Devil May Cry Definitive Edition. I'll be honest with you, I've only played it once, wasn't a massive fan. Not the Devil May Cry that I remember. I prefer the original Dante and how that was. This one, not so much. It was alright, but I only put this on, I think I've only played this once. I'm sure it's only once. It was alright, but just not the same for me. So I'll be honest, I haven't really touched it since. I might go back to it. We'll see. Right, okay. Let's put that down there because that stack's getting quite big. Right, Wipeout. Yeah, not the best version of Wipeout, if you ask me. Not bad. It looks nicer, obviously. It looks a lot better than the previous versions. It's a PS4 version, it will do. But I do think they made it ridiculously hard. I got to a point where I got stuck, and no matter what I did, I just could not do it. And, it seemed a little bit too hard to do. You know, not like something where, you know, you got to beat a guy or something like that, and eventually you figure out a way of doing it. I found no matter what I tried, I just couldn't get past that part. And so I stopped playing it. So, yeah, that's Wipe Out the Omega Collection. So, may go back to it, I don't know, we'll see. Right, obviously you've seen the second one. First one, Injustice, Gods Among Us. Love this game, great game. Always go back to this one, it's a really good game. Out of the two, I prefer this one. But again, you know, each to their own. But I do prefer this one. Right, first game I ever got for the PS4. This was the other game I bought it for, and it come with it. Batman Arkham Knight. Really good game. I played this a lot, but I got stuck. The level I got stuck on was one of the Batmobile levels, and it was crazy hard. You know, you get shot at from every angle, and you know, like when you've played it so much and then you get stuck, you get to a point where it's like, oh, I don't want to play that for a while. And I didn't. Unfortunately, I got other games and I forgot about it. Problem with that is that then when you try and go back to it, you can't remember any of the buttons or any of the moves. They've all gone out of your mind. Sign of old age. So it's one of them games I think I'm going to have to revisit, but I'm going to have to just go right from the start and do it all over. You know, really good game though. I really did enjoy this. Of course, it's a very old game now because this is one of the very early ones, but a great game nonetheless. So, and I'm a big Batman fan anyway, so, you know, I love my Batman games. Right, okay, this will be no surprise to you. I've got Mortal Kombat 11, so it's no surprise I've got Mortal Kombat X. Although, I should say XL really, because I bought the expansions for it, so, yeah, highly enjoyable game. Love this game, especially love with the expansion. You got Jason and Freddy. Jason, Predator, Leatherface, and Xenomorph. I meant Leatherface, not Freddy. Freddy was an earlier one. Told you, old age. Yeah, I thought they added to the game really well. In fact, I really like playing as the Predator or Jason. They're probably my two favourite characters on that. Other than, obviously, you know, the original characters you get. Yeah, again, very good. And this one I have played a lot. I've played this one to death. Connor enjoys this one as well. So, right. And then we come to, no surprise here, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. This one, is, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know I picked this one up not so long ago. And, yeah, good game. I haven't really sunk my teeth into it much at the moment. I've had a few goes on it, but definitely something I am going to play because it's got the Street Fighter Alpha games on it, and I love the Street Fighter Alpha games. They're really good. So yes, it's definitely something I've got to get in the machine and play. Like I say, where I'm doing a lot of the old school stuff, I haven't really got on these quite as much as I wanted to, but don't worry, I will, because like I say, I'm doing a beat 'em up series. So, and you know, although these aren't a side-scrolling beat 'em up, they are technically a beat 'em up, really. So they will appear in there at some point. And last but not least, like I say, this doesn't include my digital games. And I've had other games that I sold on, so, but this one is one of my favourites. Again, like the Batman game, haven't played it for a while because I got stuck and I forgot all the moves. I'm going to have to start all over again. But this is a great game, and I'm sure most people out there would agree with me. Spider-Man. Brilliant game. This is easily one of the best games that come out last year. So, yeah, highly enjoyable. Love this game. Really good. Just a shame, like I say, I got stuck. You know, like you do sometimes when you get stuck, you're like, oh, I don't want to play that. Because you get kind of annoyed with it because you're stuck. You've tried and tried and tried. And you get to a point where you get quite frustrated and you think, no, sod it, I don't want to play that for a while. And then you forget all the moves, what button does what. So you've got to go back to the start and do it all again. And this is what I'm going to have to do with this. But I'm not complaining about that because it's a great game. I get to play all them levels again. So, you know, you can't moan at that. brilliant game. So that's all my PS4 games, well, at least all my physical copies, and that is just mine. Kyle and Connor's collection is a lot more substantial than mine. They get more chance to play games than I do, so their PS4 collection is quite a bit bigger than mine. Although I would argue they don't play them all, because it's all bloody Fortnite now, isn't it? I mean, God. And you know my views on Fortnite, I bloody hate that game. So, you know, you might see it crop up on the channel occasionally, but that's not my decision. That's Connor wanting to do it. I can't stand that game. I hate everything about it. You know, all this stuff with like buying skins. It's a rip-off, isn't it? They're just ripping kids off. And parents, because we're all paying for it. But I don't agree with it, and so I won't play it. So yeah, like I say, they've got quite a substantial collection, but I would argue that in the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, they haven't played it as much like their other games. It's pretty much been all Fortnite, isn't it? So yeah, I'm glad I'm not interested in that, otherwise I wouldn't be playing all of these. So, but yeah, so that's my PS4 collection. Like I say, I know it's not massive, but that's because I buy games that I'm actually going to play and games I actually like. If I do end up with ones that I don't like or I'm not going to play, I move them on. I don't see the point in keeping stuff that takes up room that I'm not going to use. I'd much rather sell something on that I don't like or whatever and buy something I do want. So, yeah. So anyway, that's my PS4 collection. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Also hit that little notification bell, that'll let you know when we do videos and live streams. And until next time, take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.